talk about life like a line they drew. One path, one voice, one clear view. But in my mind, it's a spiral of sound, 1,000 lives, all spinning around. Each moment I see from every side, logic, emotion, and the reasons why. What I felt, what I feared, what I knew inside, all collide when I try to survive. I walk through moments I've already lived, seen all the outcomes, nothing left to give. So I stay quiet, lost in the storm, played the scene out in 1,000 forms.
I've walked alone through the fire and rain, carried the weight, buried the pain. Still I rise, still I breathe. There's a light that never leaves. There's a light that never leaves.
That never. Life ain't a line, it's a fractal maze. Lived in countries that blur like haze. New tongues, new streets, new rules to know. Had to learn how to speak just to show my soul. Studied hard, thought it earned me love, but knowledge don't always lift you up. The more I knew, the less they saw. The more I grew, the more they clawed. Books like bricks on a crumbling mind, pages scattered in every tongue I find. My memory a shelf that cracked and broke. Thought I was wise, but I only
I
choked.
walked alone through the fire and rain, carried the weight, buried the pain. Still I rise, still I breathe. There's a light that never leaves.
They saw my silence, called it strange. Didn't see the war inside my brain, trying to belong in a world so cold, where the rules are sharp and the lies are sold. I thought if I knew it all, I'd be free, that love would come, they'd see me. But the more I spoke in truth and code, the heavier my mind overflowed. Information turned into dust, truth betrayed my deepest trust. In every lesson, a deeper fall, still I wrote it down, I wrote it all. Now I write with no filter, no chain. Every wound, every joy, every strain. Autistic mind, open wide and true. Every word is a piece of what I've been through. This ain't for likes, this ain't for fame. This is me surviving the shame, letting go what I should be, to let my soul finally breathe free. So if you listen, don't just hear, feel the weight, the fight, the years. Cause life to me is more than breath, it's living loud beneath the depths.
I walked alone through the fire and rain, carried the weight, buried the pain. Still I rise, still I breathe. There's a light that never leaves. Even in silence, even in doubt, this is the way my soul shouts. There's a light that never leaves.
Where do you find strength when the world turns dark? When you're born in the pain, carry every scar. When your body don't match your family's face, and your mind's a maze you can't embrace. I walk through storms with no hate in my chest, wanting good for all, still feeling less. Never enough, though I gave my all. Took every loss like it was my fault. Hard to dream when the future's gray, when hope gets lost and drifts away. I kept asking why even try, when joy don't land and tears don't dry.
Still I rise, though my soul is tired. Still I fight through the smoke and fire. There's a light when I can't go on. It's quiet, but it keeps me strong. It keeps me strong. It keeps me strong.
People said you're strong, but they didn't see that I kept standing out of fear to leave. Not courage, just too scared to fall. Trapped between life and death's cold wall. Boxing ring, no breaks, just blows. No bell, no coach, just endless lows. Still I stood, bruised but breathing, thinking strength was just not leaving. But deep inside, through all that war, a spark survived, a little more. Even when I thought I'd break, someone or something made me wake.
Still I rise, though my soul is tired. Still I fight through the smoke and fire. There's a light when I can't go on. It's quiet, but it keeps me strong.
My mother tried when no one cared. My teacher showed me how to share. Friends with no demands, just grace. My cat curl close, slowed my pace. My brother wild, but pushed me far. Women who saw my worth in scars. My wife, my compass through the haze. Held my hands through heavy days. They were the corners of my fight, telling me you got this, hold tight. Every soul who helped me see that love don't ask who you should be. Now I know what strength really is. Not perfection, not loud, not bliss. It's the whisper when your body's done, saying rest, but rise with the sun. I've seen the world, I've met its faces, in broken streets and sacred places. And every time I hit the ground, something lit up, pull me around. It's not just mine, it comes and goes. But when it calls, my spirit knows to get back up, to take that hit. 'Cause I ain't done, not one damn bit.
Still I rise, though my soul is tired. Still I fight through the smoke and fire. There's a light when I can't go on. It's quiet, but it keeps me strong. Even when I break, I carry on. 'Cause I know I still belong. It keeps me strong. It keeps me strong.
Loneliness ain't just about being alone. It's feeling invisible, even when you're home. You sit in the crowd, but no one sees. Your thoughts too loud, heart on its knees. Try to reach out, but they shut the door.
Now I question what I'm even reaching for. This pain ain't clean, it's tangled with shame, and the guilt keeps whispering, I'm the one to blame.
In the silence I cry. In the darkness I try to find someone who understands, to hold my soul in their hands.
I changed who I was just to fit their mold, but lost myself in the stories I told. Laughed when I hurt, smiled when I bled, said I'm fine while dying inside instead. The world don't get me, they don't even try, so I learned to speak less, just passing by. But you can't fake peace with a soul at war, so I stayed alone, afraid to feel more.
In the silence I cry. In the darkness I try to find someone who understands, to hold my soul in their hands.
Guilt and fear, they tighten the grip. I stumble, I fall, then I lose my grip. Friendship a dream I can't quite reach. Every word I need feels out of speech. But still, a light in the void, a whisper remains. One voice, one touch, easing the pain. Maybe I'm broken, maybe I'm bent, but I'll rise again from where I went.
In the silence I cry. In the darkness I try.
One step, one breath, one chance to grow. Even alone, I glow. I won't dump my pain at their door, but I'll drop pieces, just a few, not more. Cry when I need, laugh when I can, keep building my strength, man to man. They may not get me, may not hear, but I'll keep walking through every fear. One day I'll find that voice, that friend. Until then, I live, I'm in.
In the silence I cry. In the darkness I try to find someone who understands, to hold my soul in their hands. Even if no one stands, I walk, I rise, I withstand.
Different ain't just how they treat you, it's how they name you. Alec Tune outside of every label that shames you. Born in a world where my face don't fit. Told I don't belong before I could even sit. Family said, you don't know, that's not for you. Built a wall around my worth before I even knew. Before school, before friends, before I could explain. They called me something else and carved it in my brain. Then I met a boy with skin like mine. I thought maybe we could redefine. But even with games, drawings, dreams to share, they play what I made, but I wasn't there.
They see me different, call me strange, but in my light I found my flame. I walk alone, but I still rise. The truth don't need to wear disguise. I still rise. I still rise.
Moved to Spain, thought I'd find my kin, but the questions dug deeper under my skin. Where you from wasn't just curious talk. It was why you act like that when I walked. I tried to mirror, mimic, wear the mask. Thought being the same was the only task, but copying led to chaos inside. Conflicting emotions I couldn't hide. The more I tried to be just like them, the more I felt like I couldn't pretend. I wasn't from here or there or in between. I was something else, lost in a scene.
They see me different, call me strange, but in my life found my flame. I walk alone, but I still rise. The truth don't need to wear disguise.
At 14, I saw the curtain fall. Realized I'd never belong at all. Not cause I chose it, but cause I knew I don't move like them, don't think like you. Tried my best, gave all I could give. Still they hated the way I live. And when the weight pushed me to the floor, someone's kindness opened the door. A teacher, a friend, a whisper, a cat. A little bit of love where the hate was at. Every time I thought I'd break, a hand appeared, gave more than I take.
So I walk with this truth in my chest. Being different don't make me less. This world will try to twist your name, turn your spark into their shame. But light survives in the darkest night. Even when we lose our sight, even if I walk this path alone, I still hear love in every tone. That one kind voice, that one small act is how I keep moving and never look back. They can call me from somewhere else, that's fine. I'm something different and I still shine. They see me different, call me strange, but in my light I found my flame. I walk alone, but I still rise. The truth don't need to wear disguise. Even in darkness, love survives. A single hand can change our lives. I still rise. I still
Didn't know the world, just sounds and light. No language, no words, just day and night. Mom had a book, no pictures inside, just letters and numbers. She read with pride, I watched her eyes, the way they shine. I needed to know what she'd find. Then I saw the screen come alive. A line of code made magic thrive. Monkeys, trees, things appeared. Like logic was a spell I revered. Sentences turned into a world that spoke. 1+1, and the silence broke.
It's not just code, it's how I see the world. Unlocked its voice for me, even when they don't believe. I know what makes my spirit breathe.
Tried to do it line by line, but the screen stayed blank every time. Frustration grew, heartbeat fast. Why does it work for her, but not last? She took it away, I thought she was cold, but I was 4, too young to be told. Couldn't speak, just point and cry. Didn't know how to ask why. Years passed, and they all said no. That made you mad, you let it go. But deep inside, I knew the truth. That spark lit up my silent youth.
It's not just code, it's how I see the world. Unlocked its voice for me, even when they don't believe.
what she really saw. Not just a screen, but my all. My first connection, real and raw. A tiny joy with silent law. She tried so hard to make me feel every trial to find what's real. Then one day I finally smiled. The numbers clicked just for a while, but words got lost. So did the chance, missed by silence and circumstance. Still I carry what it meant to love a thing that leaves no dent.
Now I know what matters most. Follow the spark, chase the ghost. Even if no one gets the thrill, do what you love, climb that hill. Time will wait, moments fade. Don't hold up till it's too late. If it lights you up, then let it show. Even if the world says no. Programming taught me more than lines. It gave me back my own design. Not to wait, not to doubt, but to write my way from inside out. It's not just code, it's how I see the world. Unlocked its voice for me. Even if they walk away, this is my truth, I choose to stay. Even if they don't believe, I know what makes my spirit breathe.
Press school, felt like a world unknown. Kids played soft, no yelling tone. They smiled, ran, did games I didn't get. Spoken ways I hadn't met. I like the space, like the light, but not when they told me to do it right. Photos, poses I didn't see. Why their world made no sense to me. Elementary came like a wave too strong. Eyes on me like I did something wrong. I didn't know how to talk or run, so I found my peace behind the sun.
I watched from under. I stayed out of sight, still reaching for meaning, still chasing the light. The world felt distant, but still I knew there was something out there I wanted to do.
Hid in the halls, hid under the desk. My little space, my quiet nest. Safe where no one asked me to be. I could study the world without it seeing me. Then she came, my teacher, soft-spoken. No anger, no threats, no words broken. Said come out and I'll give you this. But I just reached from the dark for the bliss. Candy, she said, and left it there. Didn't force, just left it with care. Day after day she left her hand until I understood and chose to stand.
I watched from under. I stayed out of sight, still reaching for meaning, still chasing the light. The world felt distant, but still I knew there was something out there I wanted to do.
That smile, that thank you she asked to hear was the first time a word felt clear. She saw me, didn't try to bend the way I am or make pretend. I stepped out, slow, unsure, but it felt like less of a war. Started to play, started to speak, little by little, week by week. Met a girl with light in her face, she made my heart pick up its pace. She left but her laugh stayed on, a melody long after she was gone.
That teacher lit the path I walk, taught me kindness before I could talk. Now every step I take outside carries the gift of that first guide. To change the world you take a stride. Even if fear walks by your side, there's always someone near
quiet, hidden small, but that small hand helped me stand tall. And from that day I understood, connection starts when someone's good.
I watch from under, I stayed out of sight, still reaching for meaning, still chasing the light. But all it took was someone true to reach across and pull me through. The world felt distant, but still I knew there was something out there I wanted to do.
I never knew the right time to speak. Didn't know the rules, tone, the technique. Words felt twisted, expressions off track. What they said and what they meant never matched. They smiled, but looked like pain inside. Said I'm okay while their eyes lied. Then came school, a new terrain, where a teacher helped untangle the pain. She spoke true, no masks, no tricks. Taught me feeling wasn't something to fix. But when I moved, it all reset. New land, new words, same
I
regret.
walked alone through voices and noise, still seeking meaning behind the voice. Not every smile is what it seems, but care can hide it in between.
In the park, I found a world at rest. Old souls playing games, some just guests. Two women on a bench. Each day, one would shout, but both would stay. I watched them long, didn't understand, till one day I saw the holding hand, the anger in voice, the love in eyes, the food, the money, the shared goodbyes. They were real, messy but kind, said what they felt and stayed aligned. They showed me that honesty grows, even in words dip deep in woes.
Through voices and noise, still seeking meaning behind the voice. Not every smile is what it seems, but care can hide in between.
That's when I learned to speak from soul, not to fit in, but to feel whole. It didn't always land just right, but in friendship, truth brings light. I found friends, though I was strange. Words were awkward, but hearts exchanged. So when the day to leave came near, I searched the bench, and she was here, alone for once. No shouting sound, eyes on the birds that stayed around. I sat beside her, words held tight, but my silence felt just right.
She said there used to be so many more, then stared at the ground lost in before. A single tear traced her cheek, and I held her hands. I didn't speak. Her smile came slow, like morning sun, and I knew something good had begun. I told her thanks for what she gave, for teaching me that hearts are brave, that feelings matter.
thought I knew nature, green grass and trees, parks near home, flowers placed to please. Born in the flatlands, saw what was trimmed, but never what lived free at its whim. At 9 we went to Saul, north and wild, where rivers roared and sunlight smiled. Mountains rose like ancient songs, and I knew this place is where life belongs. Not planted by man, not shaped to look right, but growing its own way, empowering light. We camped in a tent, walked trails in the heat, with my cat on my backpack, wild and sweet. She swam in the river with fearless paws, while I watched the sky with quiet awe. The sun rose behind the rocky walls, waterfall rushing, birds and calls. And for the first time, no joy, no pain, just stillness deep like quiet rain. Not happy, not sad, not forced to pretend. In that silence, I found my friend.
I felt no pressure, no mask, no name, just wind and water, sky and flame. The world stood still and I belonged, not because I changed, but because I was strong.
I stepped in the stream, walked slow through the day, hands on the plants and no rush, no way, no reason to prove, no need to act and being nothing. I got something back, not praise, not love, not even peace, but something deeper that won't ever cease. No war inside, no game to play, just the sound of the river lighting the way. I wasn't a person trying to fit, I was part of the world and all of it. Thanks to the moment, thanks to the land, thanks to my cat, curled in the sand. Thanks to my siblings, to mom and dad, for showing me something I never had. Not what I could win, not what I could be, but how it feels to finally feel free. A single breath, a day so small, but it changed the shape of it all. In the stillness, I found my view, no one to be, and still being true.
Crowded streets, metal rails packed in tight. Early mornings, artificial light, no music, no shield, just the sound of a world too loud. Pressing down, I couldn't breathe, couldn't see the door. My thoughts caved in beneath the roar, but then she entered. Quiet, clear, and suddenly the noise would disappear. Just a glance, no voice, no sound, but her eyes made silence all around.
Every morning, same time, same place, in the blur of strangers, her face. No words exchanged, not even a name, but something deeper lit the flame. No clue what she thought of me, but when we locked eyes, I felt free. 5 minutes in that moving cage, but with her it felt like turning a page, like the universe bent just right to give me one reason to hold the fight. We never spoke, but I felt you near. In a glance, the world would clear. No need for words, no need to try.
if she knew, if she felt the same silence too. That moment when time just paused and all my chaos had no cause. One time I thought she spoke to me, but panic stole my tongue's decree. So I just smiled, awkward and shy, and for once she smiled back. No, why? It was nothing, but it held so much. That fleeting gift, that quiet touch. Next day, new time, she wasn't there, the seat was empty. Still the air, schedules changed, life moved on, but the memory, it never was gone. Her name unknown, her voice unheard, yet I remember every wordless word. That subway ride still lives in me. A moment felt not meant to be. She was just a girl on the metro line. But for a while, she was something mine.
We never spoke, but I felt you near. In a glance, the world would clear. No need for words, no need to try. I knew you by the way you looked goodbye. A face I'll never touch or see.
Four years apart, but close in war, fighting from the start, fists not rapport. Every game we didn't share turned to pain, every word was a battle, not a gain. He hit, I froze, I hit, he roared. Brothers in name, but love was stored. I grew tall, fought back the pain. Still the silence stayed the same until I got sick. And he came near, took me out, wiped the fear. We talked like people. For the first time, I saw his truth inside the grime. He drove me through nights, talked about dreams, said you're meant for more than it seems. He looked at me and made me vow to walk this world no matter how. Said if he had to carry me, he would. That I had greatness and he understood. That night he left with plans to grow, to build a life, to make it show. He smiled, that real kind of glow. A child called him dad, and he let it flow. For once, he saw himself as whole. A father, a builder, a beautiful soul.
I never said what I needed to say. Never thought he'd be taken away. But love still echoes through the rain, and memories still remain.
Then came the call, the silence broke. The moment my soul began to choke. Cold hospital lights, a metal bed, and all I saw was his quiet head. Why him, not me? I wasn't living. He had so much left worth giving. I saw our childhood in a flash. Fights, tears, scars that never passed. But now I saw
It wasn't hate, it was fear, it was fake. It was far too late, we never knew how to say the words. So we fought instead of being heard. He cried once, and I took a stick, tried to protect him when I was just a kid. But he hit me back, not with hate, just the weight of a role he couldn't break. He thought he had to be the one to guard me until the job was done. Now I get it, now I see what he gave for me. No time to thank him, no words to send, but I had something rare in the end. Time took him, but not the part of having a brother who broke my heart.
I never said what I needed to say. Never thought he'd be taken away. But love still echoes through the rain, and memory still remains. You are my brother, well and true, and I became me.
Because of you, now I see you on the other side, with that same light shining in your eyes. You look at me and say it's time. You don't need to fight, you've crossed the line. You carried it all, you gave enough. You were more than strong, even when it was tough. You did your part, now let pain release. Come rest with me now, you've earned your peace.
Since I was young, I had a dream to draw. Comics from the mind, no limit, no law. Stories in my head, bricks and beasts, Lego warriors and sci-fi feasts. Wrote and sketched with all my might till pain took over, stole my light. My wrist gave in, hand wouldn't stay, the lines shook bad. Dreams slipped away, but I kept on writing, changing my tools, creating games, rewriting rules, puzzles and pages for kids to play, learning through fun in their own way. I lost my grip, but not my fire. Broken hands still build desire. Through struggle, I kept the flame, even if I never drew the same.
What we lose ain't always gone. It just waits for a different dawn. Dreams we bury still survive. Through the pain they stay alive. Though the world can knock us low, hope still finds a way to grow. Held by time but never gone. Like seeds in dirt, they still live on.
A friend appeared, saw what I made, said my dream could still be saved. He drew for me and I refined, we built together, two minds aligned. Add to rhythm, we named a plan. Books for kids designed by hand, coloring math in every page. Stories meant to break the cage. The work took shape, we hit the schools, teaching without the classic rules. He drew the lines, I made them clear. Our dream got closer year by year. The world we built from ink and thought showed me that I hadn't lost what I sought.
What we lose ain't always gone. It just waits for a different dawn. Dreams we bury still survive. Through the pain they stay alive. Though the world can knock us low, hope still finds a way to grow. Held by time but never gone. Like seeds in dirt, they still live on.
And came a plug and delay and stroke, let my shaky hands provoke. Clean lines I thought I'd never draw, felt like breaking every law. Years of silence, years of doubt, then my soul began to shout. Each drawing filled a broken space, put my pain back into place. Page by page I stood back tall, reclaimed the gift I thought would fall. We published it, a book my name, not for fame but for the flame. Pain in my hand but peace in my soul, a wounded dream that made me whole.
What we lose ain't always gone. It just waits for a different dawn. Dreams we bury still survive. Through the pain they stay alive. Though the world can knock us low, hope still finds a way to grow. Held by time but never gone. weeds and dirt, they still live on.
Thank you for helping me dream again.
I was 9 with a fire in my chest. Saw stones fly, saw life on a threat. Tiny creatures barely size of my palm. Chaos around me, I needed calm. One kid saved him, said he couldn't keep. Offered one, I held her, she was weak. Fed her with a syringe, chest was her bed. She sucked on my shirt when nothing was said. Didn't know love, didn't know peace. She taught me both and never ceased.
She was more than just a soul with fire, a light upon that always occurred. No words needed, just knew. Held my world when I couldn't push through. She stayed when I broke apart. She lived inside my heart.
I messed it up, I didn't know how to accept love when I never learned how. Sometimes cold, sometimes scared, but she stayed. Always cared, we cared, we played. She stayed near, never ran, not once in fear. Autism made the world unclear, but she made it safe to just be here. When I cried, she laid on my face. Pure connection, sacred space.
She was more than just a soul with fire, a light upon that always occurred. No words needed, she just knew. Held my world when I couldn't push through. She stayed when I broke apart. She lived inside my heart.
5 years passed, cancer came in. Tried to heal, but she grew thin. Made her a bed, laid her down slow. She looked at me like she knew it was close. That look burned into my brain. When I woke up, she wasn't the same. Gone from the garden, gone from my side. Then I found her, she had died. Knees hit ground, I couldn't speak. Soul collapsed, I felt too weak.
She was more than just a soul with fire, a light upon that always occurred. No words needed, she just knew. Held my world when I couldn't push through. She stayed when I broke apart. She lived inside my heart. Her final gaze I misunderstood. Thought it meant I failed her for good, but it was her way to say goodbye, to tell me it's okay to cry.
Now I rise step by step each day. Her memory walks beside my way. I still feel her in every stride. My black cat still by my side. First time in the sky, landed in a place where the buildings touch high. Thought it'd be like the scenes in the movies, the truth hit hard. Broken and moody from LA streets to Baywatch sands. Wasn't the dream I held in my hands. Lost in the noise, misplaced by a tone called Mexican. Russian, never known that I saw her. Soft glance from the van, froze when I tried to shake her hand. Eyes locked deep, no words were said, but 1,000 emotions rushed to my head.
I saw you like no one before, a quiet love that needed no more. Just a look, just a smile, you stayed in my heart for a while. We were young, but I still believe that first love never really leaves.
Universal Studios, our first real talk. She lit up the air, couldn't make her stop. Her voice like a song I never wanted to end. Her laughter like healing, I didn't pretend. Didn't need more than a kiss or two. I was ready to give up my world for you. Told her I'd return, leave Holland behind. But jealousy whispered and twisted our minds. Her cousin, my father, lied so slick, built a wall between us. Brick by brick, she thought I moved on. I thought she did too, but I never stopped loving you.
I saw you like no one before,
past, but I came back strong. Ring in my hand, where do I belong? Found her house, heart in flame. Cousin stepped out, said she changed. Pregnant again, another man's life. Truth cut sharp like a jagged knife. Ran from the door, never looked back, but I still carried her through every track. Met her once more at the place we met. She smiled again, can't forget. Said she moved on, no time to reply. I waited for years before goodbye.
I saw you like no one before. A quiet love that needed no more. Just a look, just a smile. You stayed in my heart for a while. We were young, but I still believe that first love never really leaves.
Though distance grew and silence stayed, that light we shared never truly fades. Now I walk my own road, strong but sore, still holding love that's not mine anymore.
You were my heart, you were my song, but the timing was just all wrong.
Yeah, left the snow for a summer breeze. Plane took off, left behind a freeze. Landed in warmth, the night was calm. Felt the air wrap around like a healing balm. Presented our project, tech in hand, hoping to help uplift the land. Bread, cheese, Abbey brew, sunrise light, and a world so new. But plates came different, like I wasn't the same. Label white, and I felt the shame. Told them truth from my roots inside. Spoke of pain that my people hide.
New land, new skies, seeing truth behind the eyes. In the warmth I found my place. Shared a meal, shared the grace. Not a stranger, not apart. Felt connection, heart to heart.
Golden cassava, dishes bold. Stories told in bowls of gold. I saw how joy lived in the dust, how people gave and chose to trust. Kids climbed up like I was a tree, laughed like we were family. I said they treat me like I'm not from here, but they treat you like a tourist clear. The locals laughed, couldn't disagree. It was strange, but still felt free. I watched the stars, I sat on the floor, not needing more to feel something more. Not a label, not a type, just alive inside the light.
New land, new skies, seeing truth behind the eyes. In the warmth I found my place. Shared a meal, shared the grace. Not a stranger, not apart. Felt connection, heart to heart.
1 month passed, but it stays in me. The way they live so openly. Towns and cities, roots and stone. Yet I never once felt alone. First time in years my body felt right. My mind found quiet in the night. I saw the way they made things last. Even beauty in what's cast. Played in streets, danced through rain. Memories now etched in flame. From laughter to nights with stars above. Africa gave more than just love.
New land, new skies, seeing truth behind the eyes. In the warmth I found my place. Shared a meal, shared the grace. Not a stranger, not apart. Felt connection, heart to heart. No borders, no disguise, only truth in human ties. Though I flew across the sea, Africa brought home to me.
had a guide, showed the way. No blueprint on how to stay. Saw men who work provided what they could, but love through presence was misunderstood. Learned through trial, through mess ups and pain. Falling down but getting up again. Thought I'd never have a home or a name. Accepted I walked through life the same.
Then I dreamed my brother came back. Silent eyes, no words, just fact. Then came the light, warm and clear. Held a child I thought I'd never near.
Didn't know love could grow so wide, till I saw that look in her eyes. No map, no script, just love to give. Learning every day how to live.
Didn't search, wasn't trying to connect, but a message came that I didn't expect. Few meets in, something real spark. Few months more, we hit restart. New place, new plan, got certified. Tried to provide while I ran and tried, but I missed her steps while chasing waves. She looked up, same eyes, same page. Froze my breath, pulled me back. What's the point if love's off track?
Then came the light, warm and clear. Held a child I thought I'd never need. Didn't know love could grow so wide, till I saw that look in her eyes. No map, no script, just love to give. Learning every day how to live.
Slipped again, lost it all. Packed it up, answered the call. Moved to Spain, new roots to build. Put the focus where love was filled. My second child came into view. Still unsure of what dad should do, but I show up even when it's rough. Tell myself just showing up's enough. Promise my brother I'd keep it real. Keep walking till my legs can't feel.
Then came the light, warm and clear. Held a child I thought I'd never near.
Didn't know love could grow so wide, till I saw that look in her eyes. No map, no script, just love to give. Learning every day how to live.
Push for the look that says you did fine. The glance that tells me this effort was mine. As a father, as a man, still learning, still taking that stand.
Since I was young, I studied the end. Not to fear it, just to comprehend what it means to live while we rise, while we breathe and say goodbye. Read the books from east to west, holy words that laid out the test. But I needed more than what's defined by guilt or fear, by borrowed time.
I searched for meaning, not just fate, for what connects, what resonates, and found it not in words of stone, but in the way we leave our tone. We return to the flow, to the light unseen, to the pulse beneath, what's in between. We carry what we give, not what we take, and in that gift, the path we make. No end, no line, no final breath, just energy that outlives death.
The tribes, they knew that we're the wave that leaves a mark beyond the grave. Not in gold or names on signs, but in the lives we realign. We shape the field by how we move, improve the world or let it bruise. Learn from pain, evolve our spark, add wisdom to the sacred dark. To live for others, to honor earth, to see the soul in every birth. And when we pass, not fade away, but feed the light for future days.
We return to the flow, to the light unseen, to the pulse beneath, what's in between. We carry what we give, not what we take, and in that gift, the path we make. No end, no line, no final breath, just energy that outlives death.
Still I wonder, will I see them again? Will they greet me like an old lost friend? Will I hear you did all you could? Now rest, you've done what no one would. I don't need heaven, don't need gold, just a chance to say I never let go. To thank the ones I had to lose, to feel their gaze when I choose to walk this path the honest way, and build tomorrow with what I say. There's no start, no final line, just resting places marked in time.
We return to the flow, to the light unseen, to the pulse beneath, what's in between. We carry what we give, not what we take, and in that gift, the path we make. No end, no line, no final breath, just energy that outlives death.
And if I meet them even once more, I'll thank them for what came before. If only to say, I tried, I stayed, I honored the life they helped me shape.
What is friendship and what's it mean? Is it real or just in between? They say it's love without the kiss, but sometimes it feels like more than this. A friend can lift or make you fall. Some stand by you, some don't call. It starts with laughs, escapes and games, but deeper bonds bring deeper flames. When you open up, let someone in, they see your cracks and where you've been. And that's when pain can start to show, cause now they see the parts you don't.
But every face, every voice left apart, a lesson, a bruise, a piece of heart. Some gave light, some gave pain, but all of them shaped what still remains. In the end, it's not who stayed, it's who helped you change.
I met souls from every land, Euro, Africa, foreign sand, different tongues, status, pace. Still they shared their human space. Kindness from those who had it all, and still took time to break your fall. But others with nothing pulled you down, built their worth by making you drown. It's easy to see who smiled the best, but even the worst gave me the test. Taught me to rise, taught me to feel, but not to be what makes it real.
But every face, every voice left apart, a lesson, a bruise, a piece of heart. Some gave light, some gave pain, all of them shaped what still remains. In the end, it's not who stayed, it's who helped you change.
Friendship's more than comfort shared. It's how you move when no one's there. It's who you think of when you fall, who made you stronger after all.
Not all good ones get to stay, and bad ones sometimes lead the way. To know yourself, to grow again, to value truth and call it friend. No one gives the full design, but every soul you meet leaves signs. And all together, they built this fight to try again, to do what's right.
But every face, every voice left a part, a lesson, a bruise, a piece of heart. Some gave light, some gave pain, but all of them shaped what still remains. In the end, it's not who stayed, it's who helped you change. We can't do it all, but we can do one thing.
Be better than yesterday, and keep listening.
Never knew how friends were made. Thought it was acting, a role you played. Watched every word, read every face. Didn't get why no one stayed in place. What makes one laugh, makes one cry. What lifts one up, cuts another sky. So I walked alone, not by choice. I didn't know how to find my voice still. Somehow they appeared in conflict and heat. When the smoke cleared, fists down, respect in the air. We saw each other standing there.
Some come in chaos, some in calm. But friends are the ones who hold your palm. Years can pass, but when it's time, you hear that message like a sign. No blood, no ties, but stronger than most. That's the family I still toast.
10 years old, first real friend. Still with me, still no end. Then 14, built the core. None of us live near, we still swore to be there when it counts. No drama, no fake love, just showing up proper. They taught me who I really am. Not the mask, not the plan, not who I thought I had to be, but the one who fights and still finds peace. That's real, not loud, not forced, just love with a silent source.
Some come in chaos, some in calm. But friends are the ones who hold your palm. Years can pass, but when it's time, you hear that message like a sign. No blood, no ties, but stronger than most. That's the family I still told.
We don't talk every day, we don't need to. One, how are you? Pulls me through. They just know when to appear, like they feel the weight, even when not near, and I do the same. Drop it all, cause they're the reason I still stand tall. My strength, my hope. When I forgot, they gave what the world did not. So I say it loud, with all my breath. These are the ones who fight my death. Not friends, family, even split apart, still closest to my heart.
Some come in chaos, some in calm. But friends are the ones who hold your palm. Years can pass, but when it's time, you hear that message like a sign. No blood, no ties, but stronger than most. That's the family I still toast.
They save me more than they know. Oh, lit the fire when I lost my glow.
To the ones who always showed up true. This whole song is for you.
Since I was young, I saw it all split. Every thought had 1,000 scripts. Why here and not there? Why this word? Why act like that when the thought diverged? Futures branching, minds colliding, truths overlapping, senses dividing. One step forward, 10 lives lived, each one with a truth I couldn't give. Every choice had too many ends, so I paused, forgot how to begin. And they call that autism, living all past, but not living within.
But I've walked through the maze inside, seen the stars from a different side. It's not wrong, it's not right. It's just another kind of light. I speak my truth, even if strange. From these eyes, you see the change.
Tried to write, then hit the wall. Will they get it? Will they hear it all? Rewrote lines, erased the feel, till I said forget how they deal. If I'm honest, if I'm real, then the message finds its seal. It ain't about clarity, it's about core. About leaving this place better than before. So I'll slow down the inner storm and learn not all perspectives must conform. Some things I'll never understand, but that's okay, I do what I can.
We all see the world through a different frame. No two minds ever view the same. But there's beauty in how we try to meet halfway and see eye to eye. Not wrong, not broken, just true. This was my view, now shared with you.
I used to think I had to explain every word, every line in my brain. But truth don't need perfect form, it just needs to come from where it's born. So I let go and let it breathe. Let the thoughts be leaves on a winded weave. It's not always easy to be seen when your mind works behind the screen. But this is me, not less, not more, just someone who sees behind every door. If you felt me through these words I said, then maybe you saw the path I've been.
We all see the world through a different frame. No two minds ever view the same. But there's beauty in how we try to meet halfway and see eye to eye. Not wrong, not broken, just true. This was my view, now shared with you.
Thank you for joining me on my journey.